Hello, in this video we are going to see how we can conduct examination through Google Classroom. So first open Google Classroom. So select your class which you want to take the examination. Now there are two ways we can conduct examination. One is we can ask the students to fill the Google form and set the question in the Google form, or we can give a Word document question paper and students can fill it. So we shall see first how we can conduct examination through Google form in the Google Classroom. So first click on, when you open the page of the Google Classroom, this page opens and then you click on classwork. It's always better to create a folder, so you can create a folder of the examination. So you can write examination, add this folder to the wall, then create assignment, and here you can write about the examination. For example, it is a internal assessment, so ISA, for example, internal semester assessment, year or month, October 2020, and maybe a class like FIBSE, and you can add other details. You can also give the instructions to the students like use of calculator is allowed, like a reason is strictly plagiarism is strictly prohibited. Because it is online, so there is a chance the students may copy paste the answers. So plagiarism, and you can also write and for example, copying your friend's answer is strictly prohibited, or some other instructions you can always give. And then you need to click on add and then click on link. So you require a Google form link, so I have already prepared a question paper, so I may open that. So it is form, yeah. I can click on I can copy the link. Just want to shorten this, so I copy the link and then I just paste it over here, Control V, and add this link. So now students just have to open this Google form and they can answer the examination. Please make sure about some few settings in the Google form whenever you are giving a Google form as a question paper. See that your Google form is not restricted to your organization, and try to collect all the email IDs. You can click on the response receipt. Means they will get once you get a response, you will be notifying that, and there is an option edit after submit. So if you are giving a student a chance that if somebody finishes in time and he some mistakes he does and he submits, so again he can actually edit his or her mistake. The student can edit his or her mistake and resubmit it. So this will not create another Google response, a form response, but it will just be one response, but edited one. And since you are collecting it for a certain duration, you can always restrict it to some time or something like that, and you just limit this to one response. Okay, so otherwise there will be multiple responses and it will be difficult for you. Again, you can sort it out, first come first or whatever, first reply. You can choose whatever way you want to do it, but better to limit to one response, and edit after submit is option is allowed. Okay, so this settings, once you do, then you need to save it. And also I'll suggest you that see here the once the examination is over, you need to manually close this exams. If your exam was from 8:30 to 9:30 on some day, then at 9:35 you can close the responses. Okay, you just need to close, so no more response will be recorded after this. Okay, so this way you can do it. So right now you need to accept it, as you have copied the link and the link is pasted, and now students can answer if you just post it. But before that you need to do few more things. There is a due date. You need to fill a due date here, maybe 12th of October, and time is optional. Also, if it is examination, the time is important, so maybe like 9:30 or maybe 10:30 a.m. So it checks. So due is 10:30 a.m. So exactly at 10:30 a.m. you can close this dialog box. You can close the Google close accepting. You can just close this. You can click here and it will not accept any response at Monday, whatever that day, 9:30. Okay. Next, you need to select the topic, because it was there in examination folder, so you need to select that folder of the examination, because it is not only one examination you might be taking. You might be taking more than one examination, so just click on whatever folder you need to put. So you just put the examination. I'll just select this examination folder which I created, and if sometimes this plagiarism is handy, but what happens is sometimes it is only for limited people. For me, it is only 5 responses, so I'm not checking it in. So if your class is small, restricted to 4-5 students, or if you have a higher subscription of the Google, this may help. I am not actually aware of this. There is a rubric assigned. You can assign a rubric to your question paper. It is not mandatory, but it is optional pay. And then you can just schedule your question paper actually. So if you put a link, so this link will be visible on 12 for me, and maybe at it's maybe 09. So I have scheduled this. So once I schedule it, this examination is scheduled for 12th October at 9:30. It will start, and 10:30 it will automatically stop accepting response. And Google Form, you need to just turn it off. Google Form, you can just turn it off at 10:30 of 12th October in this case. So this is one way you can do the conduct examination through the Google Form. The other way is same. You can just go to your stream, and then again maybe classwork, and you need to create examination. Since I have created already this folder of the examination, I will just put the things in over there. So create assignment. So assignment, then I may write ISA examination, etc. Whatever details you need to fill. Again the instructions, like if there is one instruction, let's put use of calculator is allowed. Okay, and then what you require for this kind of method, when you give a doc file, you require to create, you require two files basically. One of the PDF copy of the question paper, and one is the editable format of the question paper. So that is handy. So I'll just open this question paper and I'll show you how it looks basically for me. So here is the question paper. So about question 1 somebody will answer here, and about question 2 somebody will answer here. So there is a provision I have made in the doc file, so it is handy for the students just to add it. And PDF file, because sometimes if by when student is editing, if there is a mistake and all, the students can go back to the PDF copy and look for the question. So that is always handy, that you have a model question paper in a PDF form, and that question paper in a PDF form, and one in an editable format for student to submit. That is the prerequisite for the conducting Google examination through Google Classroom through document formats. So then you just add file. You can upload from your from your computer. So I'm just going to browse it, and my files are on the desktop. So these are the two files. One is in PDF form and one is in doc format. So I'm just going to add them, and then yes, so here the file which is in doc format, you need to select make a copy for each student. Okay, and other things should be not on, only make a copy for each student. You can just click, and the PDF is just student can view this file, that's all. Okay, and then same thing, you need to schedule a time and date. Let's select and folder I'm going to select, and I'm going to schedule this examination 12 9:30 a.m. and I'm just going to schedule it. So that's that easy, that this examination is going to happen on 12th of the October 9:30 a.m. So these two ways you can set your question paper uh, for Google for Google Classroom examination. Thank you.